Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday, it's the 1st of July, we've got new mods, we've got updates, I'll do the updates at the end. Let's crack on. We start off in here, we have got this, the modern wooden shed, 13.94 megabytes download, 11 slots, 20,000 to buy by Fra-Cassés modding. That's the building. Let's come up onto here. There's no customization options. It looks like this. Nicely made and detailed. New wood. So this is a newly built barn. It looks like the light switch is at that end of the building. See a little white square there? Not a bad size actually, to be fair. For 20 grand, you can't odds it. Nice modern wooden shed. Next we're going to come into here. Under subsoilers, just here, we have got the Lizard Subsoiler Pack. This is by NicoPix. 7.21 megabytes download, 2 slots, 3 to 4 meters, and then 3 slots, 6 meters. 6 meters is fairly unusual for a subsoiler. Anyway, there's our first one. 4 meter or 3 meter. Gap in the middle, so PTO can run through the middle of it, and we can change our chassis colour on there. That one requires 140 horsepower. That one requires 100 horsepower. Then the 6 meter, only 200 horsepower, which for a 6 meter subsoiler, that's pretty impressive. Usually subsoilers give you a ploughed state, cultivated look, but again with this, we have got the attachment bits on the back, so you can run something on the back of it with the PTO running from the tractor through the gap in the middle. And again, chassis colour option on that one. Next we have got here, under front loaders, just there, we've got the new Holland 655TL front loader, 1.42 megabytes download, 3 slots by Jolly Farms modding. Now, I'm sure this says in the description, this loader is designed for use with the new Holland T4 series as well as the Workmaster Powerstar series tractors. So it'll be a case of, T4 sort of size, that's what you're going to be looking at. What does that say there? 90 horsepower. So yeah, somewhere around that. There are no options. It comes just like that. There you go. New Holland front loader. Awesome. Coming back down to here, we're going to go to cultivators this time. And the cultivators, we've got the Rau Polymag 300. This is 3.12 megabytes download, 5 slots, 3 meters wide by HasteR. Options on this, there are none. It comes just like this. 100 horsepower required, 3 meter cultivator. Lush. Next, we're going to go to our mulchers, just here. We've got the Labele F2800. This is by E.T.A. Marchoise. It is 5.24 megabytes download, 2 slots, 2.8 meters in width. It mulches, and this you can put on front or rear. I have got one out to test it. The main colour is the bottom skid bit, but it will mulch on the front or the rear to 2.8 meters. If we change our main colour on the skid, we can change it to a metallic or, again, anything you fancy for the skid's colour on there. Come out of there and down to weights. Just there, we've got the concrete weights, 1.9 megabyte download by HasteR 2 slots. Options on this, design no or yes. So if you want it looking like a dice, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. We can change the main colour to anything on that pallet there. 700 kilo. Concrete weights. Wow, what's going on today? Come out of there, and we're going to go back up to ploughs. Now I'm going to show you a couple of these, actually show you them when we go out there. Here we've got the Fortschritt B-200, this by AAA modding. It is 4.86 megabytes download, 2 slots, 2 meters wide. We have got configuration standard, brown, green, red, the sort of Fortschritt colours. Custom picker allows you then to pick the chassis and pick your rim colour option. But then it says ridge former, no or yes. And I was like, that's weird. What's that? Surely ploughs form ridges anyway, don't they? So we've got one no and one yes, because I was curious to see what it looks like. We'll go out and have a look at that in the field. The differences are subtle. This one is no. We've got our ridges, which have formed, so it's ploughing, it's doing the thing. There's some depth. But what a lot of the ploughs do is this one here leaves a big chunk like that. So this one is no, this one is yes, and you'll see there There you go. There's our big divot. That's the only difference I could tell between the two. A no and yes. But they're nicely made and detailed. There's no options on them when you pick them up and you hook them up. They've got a rear wheel, so they don't rest on the 3-point. They rest on the rear wheel, and you take them out to the field and plough. They allow you to create fields as well, so that's all very nice indeed. Next, we've got this. This is the Case Service Workshop. This is an odd one, actually. Yeah. 4.56 megabytes download. This is a massive building. Absolutely massive building. And, well, it's 38 slots, 40,000 to buy. It's got a colour option. This comes white. It's a case, obviously, case building. This by ikas. Now, ikas has made all sorts of buildings. Ones with flags inside that can change and bright colours, and ones where you've got wall change colours. You've got doors and windows that open. You've got one that's got a house inside it. One that's got auto like pallet storage, bale and pallet storage. If we go into build mode and go across to our shed, no, not sheds, tools. That's where you find it for 40 grand, so it's not too expensive, and that's how it comes initially, and then we can change colour. We can customise our colour on there. Fine. But, you know, and yes, it says case, it says CNH. I've gone for the red because it's a big case building. Click on here. We have got repair and repaint as well, so it's like a main vehicle store. However, the rest of the building, you can't go into it. You can't open the garages, you can't. It's not even like you can buy it and say, okay, well, I've got a workshop for repair and repaint and some storage for buildings, for equipment and machinery. It's a very, very large structure that you can't actually access. I mean, at the end of the day, that is what it is, but it's only because of my frame of reference of ikas mods. I was expecting it to have, you know, opening doors and you could stick vehicles in there, and I don't know, but that's what we've got. So, Case Service Workshop. Next we have got the streetlight pack. I put one here on the corner, and I put one. This doesn't come with it. This one here is part of the pack. I put into the corner here. If we go to build mode, go down to our lights, not fences, our lights. At the bottom there, we've got 4 options here. So this is 3.9 megabytes download. There are 3 slots each for the first 3 and 4 slots for the last one. This is by Kaymara. So this is what the first one looks like here. So single light. Now these come on automatic. There's no light switch for them. There's our single light in its modern design. No customization option either on colour. There's our double, which is kind of, it's a 90-degree like that, but angles up. Then this one, we've got with a slight angle up. And then this one here is our 4-way. Now this can be rotated round to place wherever you want. They're fairly tall, so, you know, they'll light up your world, which is what they're designed to do. I'm just going to go and double check this again. I did have a look, and I did go to the first one when I placed it and thought, I haven't found a light switch. There is a little plate round here, but no light switch for it. So we'll come back to these in a little while. Don't you worry about it. So there we go. That is the street light pack. Next, we've got emergency service, which is this pack just here. This is this is sort of some of the options available. There aren't too many. There aren't too many options on the rest of the vehicle. Just these, you'll see in a moment. Emergency service, 5.18 megabytes download, 6 slots by AgriKevolution. You'll find these under cars and bikes. Just here, 45 grand, so the same as the 2017 pickup. So we've got wheel setup 1 and 2. We've then got details 1, which is road maintenance. Then you got the fire brigade, fire service with white, then in black, then firefighter white, firefighter black. Then we've got police, and then we've got medical centre. We've then got police again, but white. So the first one's black. Pompier, black. Pompier, white. We've then got Polizei in black and white. And back to standard. So, depending on which option you've gone for on those, we've then got the option for gyro. This is our lights. So we've got on top 2 single sort of construction lights. Then an option for blinkers or flashes on the front. You've then got 2 blue lights with flashes on the front. We've then got construction light bar with flashes already on the front anyway. Then we've got blue light bar, flashes already on the front. Back off to nothing again. We've got sirens, none. Pneumatic two-tone. We've got German siren, French two-tone, back to none. Main colour, anything on this palette. So whatever colours you want to go for whatever. If your fire service uses a particular colour, if your local constabulary or police station uses a particular colour, you can mix and match, pick and choose to your heart's content. Rim colour and a license plate option on there too. So there's our road maintenance. Now there's no options for beds or backs. We've got the back does open. They do have tension straps. I'll show you the very different light options, and then we'll do the different siren options. There's our firefighter. There's our police, or one of the police options. Farm police. It's the sound of the police. Anyway, let's jump in this medical one first. So this has got the French one, I think. There you go. That's flashes all round with sort of construction. I didn't go for the other ones. L1. We've got unfold card as the boot. And then we've got open cover. It's quite quiet. Close cover, engine off. Police, this one. Can't remember which siren I went for this one. I think that was the German. And then we've got our... Where were we? There you go. So that's the flasher bar and flasher light units, front, back, sides, all over the place. This one was the two-tone. There's our flashing units. Again, very similar locations, and siren on this one. Turn those off. And then the maintenance one, I just went with the flashing units. No siren on this one. There you go. Which one did I leave running? That one. And another. I've left one of them running. I can hear it. There we go. So, there we have it. That's the emergency service. Next, we've got the Husqvarna 545 pack by Cashdown 18, 2.91 megabytes download. There are two of these. If we go into here and come down to our chainsaws, just there, the 545. Now that one's got a more solid orange to the back of it, and that one, both 600, that's got sort of white sections on it as well. I've got one of each out, so if we go up, there's the first one. So that's more orange all the way around. As far as I can tell, they cut the same. I don't think one bar's longer than the other or anything like that. And then do it again, and then you can see the difference in the two. So that, and they, yeah, as far as I can tell, they do the chainsaw thing. Yeah. Put those away. There's no slot counts on those ones. Chainsaws, there never are. The Husqvarna 545. Next we have got, oh yeah, I got this out because I was curious to see what it would do and what it looks like. This is the Lizard Work Cap. This is 0.64 megabytes download, one slot. This is by Rick Black, Labele, TWD modding. This is for telehandlers. You'll find it on the telehandler tools. Just there. Now we had a mod on FS22. Was it 22 or is it 19? Oh, it might have even been 19. That one, there's no options. It comes just like that. Now this is for working at height, and I had a crane one that kind of did a similar sort of thing. But this is more for multiplayer, because I thought, oh, I wonder, that's why I got it out. Will this work for single players? If I jump in this and do this, you know, I'm in there, and if I'm like that, and I can get a chainsaw out. So if we've raised this up and we're up at tree height and we're cutting branches, that's fine. But you can't operate the vehicle, although it says enter vehicle. If I do enter vehicle now, it puts me in the wheel loader, the telehandler. So I can raise and lower it, I can adjust my boom, I can put it up, but I can't control the telehandler or the boom or anything from the actual basket. So you'd have to raise it, climb up the boom, get into it to do any work. I mean, you can do, there's no reason why you can't, but I think it's designed more for multiplayer work than it is for individual gameplay. But that's what it does for your safety. Next, we're going to come into here. And again, where are we? Just here. So under slurry tankers, I'm going to show you, and again, I'm going to show these in here. So this is the Samson PG2 Genesis pack by LS Agro Ole. 52.92 megabytes download, 11 slots times 3. Each one's 11 slots. Again, this one's So our options, we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Vredestein, back again. We've got, this is the various different pumps for centre section on the hub, HPD. We've got work light, yes or no, that's on the boom up the top, put some work lights up on there. We've got configuration, so this is the main top pump, and it's the end that changes. So you can see the green bit there. If I do 2, it puts a little nozzle on that. If we go 3, it puts it down there. So that's for our opening of the arm, basically, umbilical type thing. So for pumping slurry in or even transferring it to add that realism. So it's either on the top or it's down the front like that. The top one swivels outside to side and extends. That one goes side to side and it's got a swivel on that as well. And then we go design 2 on that, just changes the nozzle end on it and puts the pipe, sort of moves the pipes around underneath because it's changing the nozzles on the pipe. Then we go back to the top design. You've then got manure sensing if you've got precision farming on, and a license plate option on there too. Now this one is 27,800 litres. Now you'll notice that the images, each one is 3-axle. Each one has the same options. So the only difference is the capacity. They're all 300 horsepower requirement. That one, 27,800 litre. That's the 28. The 31, that's 30,900. And this one is 34,500. Now you can see that one looks to be, although 3-axle, a little bit longer than that one. That's the only difference. What I'm puzzled with is why it wasn't just one mod, like one vehicle, and in the options you had the option to change the capacity, which would then just adjust the length. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm no modder. I don't, and it's spread slurry. Now, this one doesn't have a spread width of its own. It will require an attachment on the back to do that. Sorry, digestate on your fields. It's a slurry tanker attacher unit. The Samson PG2 Genesis pack. Next, I put these out. I don't know why I put these out because I was just going to show them anyway. This is the Placeable benches pack. This is by owner Emre. This is 4.37 megabytes download, 2 slots each. You'll find them under build mode and decoration. There you go. Just there. That's that one. That's that one. That's that one. That's that one. And that one's slightly longer. They're all still 50. There's no customization option for colour or anything like that. And they're just, it's a decorative item to place around. Placeable benches pack. Next, behind that, we've got the Polish House by JPEG 56. This is 8.17 megabytes download, 26 slots. Customization option on this is solar. If we go up to our airborne view, on the back there you can see 2 solar panels. That's our choice on that. If we go up here and we go across to our houses, farmhouses, that's where you'll find it. Just there. So that's the house. Customization option. No or yes on the solar panels with our rotation of house. No colour options or anything like that. It's very nicely made and detailed with all the weathering. So all the weathering, all of it, all the weathering it's got on it. But it's nicely made and detailed with sleep and wardrobe trigger at the front of the building. Next we're going to go to, I'm going to do the 2 harvesters last because I just wanted to double check a couple of things. Right, so next up we've got just here, just a hop of the benches, we've got this pack here. Now, this is the wood chip production. This is by JonnyXPRO, 6.5 megabytes download, 6 slots, 75,000 for the actual production, and then this stanchion support is, you find it, 3 slots. So, did you get that right? It's JonnyXPRO, isn't it? I'm looking at the right one. Yes, I am. Now, I put this out because I thought these old, these wood chippers, I use these a lot on 17 and 19. You could place some static wood chipper. When you're doing forest, you put it on and it would sell automatically, like it was sending the wood chips off. So it's kind of a combination of that. But what I like is these supports here. And I thought, well, that's pretty cool because that will allow you to put a load of logs in here. It will draw the logs through. If you've got some long logs, if you put one of the supports, I know that's a bit lower, and I thought it was a bit weird because it was lower, that would stop it hitting the floor and hopefully would work better. But it doesn't work that way, which is curious. If we click on that, it's basically wood in, wood chips out. It's a 1-to-1, but it's 24,000 cycles a month, yeah. I've got already 2,655 litres of wood chip. It's been running for a little while I've been setting everything up. And then you take out here where the pipe is, which, you know, that's fairly straightforward. So if we go into here and to our factories, just there is our 75 grand, and that's what it looks like. So that's how I put the support in front of it. That's how it comes. No colour option choice, just comes like that. Come out of there and come down to our decoration others. Just there for 1,500 is the support. Now these you can place as close or as far apart as you want. So if you don't want to use the supports, you don't have to. Like I say, when I went to place it, I thought, that's weird. It's just too low. I wonder if you can place one on top of another one. Oh, you could actually. You could get away with that if you wanted to. But that is kind of a moot point, and I'll show you why. Because when you go to put them in, you don't actually put them in, and the wood chipper drags them through, which is what I was expecting. Not that it's disappointing, it depends how you feel about it, because sometimes the conveyor belts on these things could be an absolute pain, but I was trying to work out ways I could extend it. If I do that, and we literally go to there, it will go, boom, and it just takes it. It takes it, so there's not actually an animation of the log being wood chipped. It just takes them straight off you, so you don't really have to worry about them falling off or anything like that. It will just go, boom, wallop, in it goes, and it will produce your wood chips for you. Fairly straightforward, really. Yeah, nothing else. I'm thinking, have I missed anything? No, that's it. That's the wood chip production. Next, I'm going to show you these now. This is one of. So this, because we're on our way through, this is the RTK Stations by VX Mapping, 3.68 megabytes, sorry, to download. This one is 6 slots, 10,000 to buy. RTK stations are designed to make your AI workers work more effectively, more efficiently, and faster, apparently. It used to be, was it 9% faster or 11% faster they were supposed to work if you had an RTK station placed on your farm? It was something like that. Anyway, these are under tools. There, across the tools. So we start here. So that's the one I placed first of all. That's that one there. This one here, 8,500. Customization option. Starfire 6,000 or 7,000 on the top. I think that might be the same on all of them actually. This one's 11 grand. Slightly bigger building. Customization option. Better double check it. Yep. We come down again, and these are more just the posts. It's a little bit taller, that one, with a customization option on it. Now the next one, is the next one? Yeah, this one's curious, because this one says 0 to 2,400 per month. This will earn you money? I don't know if that's because it's got a little solar panel on it. I thought the solar panel would just be to work the RTK thing, but it says there it will earn you income. Then this one here, and this one here. This one's got a little solar panel too. But anyway, depends how that's got a whole load of cool whiz-bangery and stuff. Weather monitoring equipment and things on it as well. Bleeping and whizzing and whirring away to its heart's content. There you go. So that is the RTK stations. Next, we've got the US Chicken Coop at the back. So that's the Chicken Coop. That's one of 2 barn buildings available. It's 23.46 megabytes download by VX Mapping. The Chicken Coop is 26 slots. It's customizable in so much as you can customize the pen. Weirdly, this says it takes 1,000 animals, right? So I extended the pen. It gave me the option, do you want to extend the pen? Yes, I do. I extended the pen and it says I've got 826. So I'm not sure how extending the pen gave me less. I don't understand that. Anyway, it's very odd. And then we've got sheds, 2 of, and they're 15 slots each. So if we go into here again, and we go across to our sheds first, I'll show you those. So the 2 sheds are just here. This one is a single door at the front, no door at the back. Comes like that. And this is a little curiosity as well on this one. So customization option, we've got red, we've got green, and then we've got... hang on a minute. What? This always happens. I was just going to say, this is really weird. So it gave me the option of red, green, then it said red 2. And it was grey. And I thought, what? That makes no sense. Back to red again. Maybe it's on the other one. Let's come out of there. This one has got a door either end. So that's the difference between the two sheds. Price is the same. No, slot count's the same. Price is 13. This one's 15. So let's try this one. Red, green, grey. Why was it doing it a minute ago? I don't know. Let's go down to animal pens. I even wrote it on my notes. I'm not going mad, I promise. Maybe. So, chickens. It says they're 1,000. Look, it says 1,000. I'm not making it up. Customise. Please be on this one. Red, green. There you go. Red 2. It did it on that one. And then I wasn't making it up. So that one just doesn't say grey. It says red 2. Which is what grey is often referred to anyway. So the sheds themselves, small door opens to the side, big door opens, depends if you've gone for the one that's drive-through or not. To the side here, very clearly labelled, turn on shed lights. But what we've also got in here, which is very cool, got a workbench for our saws, or a saw, spray can and horse hairbrush. And then here, we've got a workshop. Repair only, workshop. I wasn't expecting that. I was just going to say, look, this is the shed, this is what it looks like. And I placed it, and just happened upon that by accident. A happy accident. Anyway, so food goes in here with our chicken coop. This door opens, larger door opens. Eggs, as you can see, spawn here. Very nice indeed. What we'll do is open the main door. I've got quite a lot in here at the moment. Of our, was it 879 it says. Straw bedding can be brought in and put in. Now again, I don't know if this is, it doesn't say in the description. We've also got the option here to lift the dispenser. So if you were going to be cleaning them out. Because if I come into this menu, we go to our animals, it says there, productivity, eggs, straw, manure. Now that was saying originally, no manure heap found, so I placed a manure heap. It went green, let me put straw in, but again, I haven't got any manure out, so I don't know if it's set up to work on PC, not console. I looked in the description, it doesn't mention it at all. But the fact they can come out the little doorways here, out to the outside bit as well, it's very nice, very cool, and it does the chicken coop thing, which is, yeah. I know I keep saying things like that, but it does what it's supposed to. It's a chicken coop. I don't want them escaping, let's suppose that. Okay, next up then, we have got, oh yeah, now we're on to the two harvesters. So just outside the case store, workshop, we've got this. This is curious. This really is a curious thing. And this is the Case IH 7150 SA by Holzs FS. 52.65 megabytes download, 24 slots for the harvester. Then this comes with 3 headers. 7 slots and a 10.8 metre, 7 slots and a 13.7 metre, 9 slots and an 8.5 metre. We'll look at the headers first. So there we go. That's the first one. 69 grand for the 10.8, 79 grand for the 13.7, and then we've got 8.5, 48 grand for the 8.5. Options on this: transport wheels, yes or no. This one, transport wheels, yes or no. And this one has the option of design, and this puts the little bits out the front that helps guide in all the stuff into certain sections rather than it flopping all over the place. Those are the options on that. Then we come to the harvester itself. So just here, options on this. We have got lizard tyre choice, no options, comes just like that. Continental comes like that, and then standard like this. Now this goes like that. Rear wheel on the back changes. Then that track type, which is more of a rubberized track, design 4 changes the rear wheel, and then back to that one again. This one is your transport wheels. So if you want to go full immersion, transporting it on a trailer, when you get there, then you switch it back. That just puts transport tyres on. You've got no option on that. What I will say is, if you go for this one, I went for the metal track. That will only go at 6 miles an hour. Although it says 19 miles an hour, that's with wheels. With the tracks, it will only go 6. So word of warning. Exhaust. We've got standard exhaust on the back. We've got exhaust 1, design 2, which chromes it on the back there. We've got windows, standard, and then we've got design 1, this is the tint, design 2, back to standard. Reverse whistle, yes or no. Number 1 through 10 on the side. Colour of iron mats, black, red, yellow. I don't know, it's just, I thought it was odd that it stood out as a yellow. Why would there be? But there is. And then we've got pipe. Now this we've got standard, design 2, design 3, Design 4. So the first ones are fixed nozzle on the end. Design 3. Then design 4 has the adjustable nozzle. 5 back to standard. Rim colour, we can change the rim colour on the back wheel section or the front wheels if you've got them. License plate option on there too. So that's it. Jump on, in, start it up. Sounds pretty cool. So our header, we can raise the reel, we can extend our reel in and out. Let's raise the reel up off the floor, because what we do have on this option is, if we go R1, it says toggle work mode for the header, and that is how you get your undercarriage out for the wheels. So unlike the usual ones where you just switch them on or off, you have to actually toggle the work mode for the transport wheels on the two that have the option for transport wheels. If I attach that, turn it off. You see what I mean? It says 18. It is only 6 if you've got the tracks on. It does sound pretty cool though. I'm not knocking it, I think it sounds brilliant. Enable straw swath. We can change the back of there. There we go. Just takes the choppers off the back really. We've got control group door. So that's right stick side to side. Oh no, that's what it's doing. That's doing our steering wheel. L1, R1, left stick side to side, opens and closes the door. Then we press triangle, we've got cover and frame. Right stick side to side. Let's turn the steering wheel again. L1, R1, left stick side to side. There we go. So if you don't want that frame and cover, you can simulate either. You can have it like that, and if it looks like it's going to rain, put the frame on, put the cover on, especially if you're leaving out in the field. Pretty cool. Press it again, accessing the stairs. Oh, hang on, sorry. That's every time it does the steering wheel. Left stick side to side. What's that doing? Oh, it's at the back. Oh, okay. It's raising and lowering that for so L1. L1, R1. Can't just be that, surely. That folds up, rudder goes up. Oh, it's the back. I'm thinking front stairs. I'm looking there. It's just for the rear stairs. Stairs down, support up to protect you from danger. We're back to doors again. Beacons, lights, like the yellowish kind of light. Horn, interior. Oh, it's nice and quiet in here, isn't it? With a throaty little rumble to it as well. There we go. So, that there is the Case IH 7150 SA, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today, Tuesday the 1st of July. And it's the John Deere Hillco S600 series. Is by JHHG modding, 71.46 megabytes download, 38 slots each, and I say that, oh, I'm not even standing by it. 38 slots each. There are 2 of these. And again, it's a weird one. I suppose it's because there are genuinely different options on the real world versions, and that's the thing. When people like JHHG modding, the level of detail, they're drilling down onto the nitty gritty. So 2 at the bottom just here. That one is the smaller, the S550 to S670. That one is the S680 to S690. There's difference in horsepowers. As far as I could tell, I think the actual tops, the actual capacities are the same. A lot of the options are the same. So I'll show you on this one first. So grain tank extension. Now this comes down to, at the moment, 7,080 litres. And then we got with tarp covering and tarp cover. Still stays at 7,080. Then we go to 10,572. And there's a few different options. That one says 13,212. Then we move on to 14,220. This is 10,572 factory static, and factory static 2 just fills in the gaps. I think you can see the gaps there around sort of the hexagon, octagon bit at the top. It fills in the gaps, the second one, because the capacity stays the same. Then move on to this one here, top cover. Then we go up to 13.9, 14.1, 13.9 again, 14.1, don't change this, 16.2, 15.850, 19.380. Oh no, actually the other one is bigger. I'm sure, does the other one go to 21? It might be the same. Sorry. Engine setup, 271 horsepower, 2014. Then the S650, 295 horsepower, S660, 2012. and the 2015, both 320 horsepower. I couldn't really tell. There are going to be things that are changing between the various different... Oh, there you go. So the back there. Certain things do change on the models, but there's a lot of model options. We then go to the S670 2012, 373 horsepower. 2015, I think it's going to be a similar sort of thing, isn't it? Yeah, the back bit's changing there. There are going to be some other bits as well. Then back to the 550. Wheel brand. We have got 3 wheel brands. We've got Lizard, Nokian, Mitas. So under Lizard, we've got a 2-wheel drive or a 4-wheel drive. That's it. Under Nokian, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. Then we go to Mitas, and we got a few different tyre options. Not a huge amount. Sort of slightly larger flotation. I think we're back to where we were before, aren't we? Yeah. Then we've got specification. North America, Australia, puts a sign on there. South America, changes some of the decal placements and locations. Then we go with flags. So American flag, Canada, Australia, South America, and back again to the other specs. Numbers 1 through 9, was it on this? Oh no, 6. I was obviously looking at it upside down. Ladder, standard or side ladder. We've got rear axle, standard or wide rear axle. Chopper tailboards, we've got regular vane tailboard, standard. Advanced power cast tailboard, back to regular. Rear hitches, we've got standard. We've got the long hitch folded, back to standard. Pipe, now I need to zoom right on this, because we've got 5.6 metre, 6.9 metre, 6.9 foldable, 7.9, 7.9 new pipe, 7.9 foldable, 8.7, 9.15, and then back 9.15 metre, 30-foot pipe. Nuts. License plates from there too. So as far as I can tell, like I say, most of the options, as we get down here, our wheel options, our specifications, our numbers, ladder, rear axle, chopper tailboards, rear hitches and pipes are exactly the same. Yeah, exactly the same, and license plate. It's up the top end where things are a little bit different. So our grain tank extensions. Now, it's going to go through the similar options. This one starts off at 10,600 rather than 7,080, wasn't it? And with our tarp coverings, then tarp, and we run through. I'm going to go back the other way, because that takes... Oh, yeah, no, 22,905. I thought I was losing my mind. I thought, I'm sure this one goes to a bigger size. Yeah, 22,905. Come back down one, 19,380, which is what the other one was at, wasn't it? 19,730. And you'll find one you either like, or that you might just want to go with the largest. Or again, it might be there's a particular... That's Maurer. You've got Big Top. It might be there's a particular company that your farm uses, or your family have used, and you might want to pick it. So we have got 473 horsepower in the 2012-2015. Then we go to 543 horsepower 2012-2015, and again it's that back section that changes most of all. Those are the options on this one, and then we come back down to the wheels, and all the other stuff that I said is the same. But that's not where it ends, because if we hop in, start it up, on, lights, beacons, it's very cool. So L1 and right stick up and down does that side panel there. That's the light. R1 right stick side to side opens that up and puts the ladder down, so for inspection, maintenance, that kind of thing, for clambering up and going inside there like that. Then we got, hang on, because we've also got the door on this. So then R1 and right stick side to... No, got to get right up and down. So side to side opens that panel, up and down does the door. So that panel opens again, of course it has. Close that. And then this is where things get really cool. So we keep on this side, L1, R1, right stick side to side does that panel. Right stick up and down does that panel. But what this has got, which is very cool, is when you're on a hill, especially the steeper the hill gets and you're feeling a bit unwell or whatever it might be, the header will flex around with whatever you're doing depending on what header you're using. But if I come around to here now, so you can see, let's turn the lights off. L1, R1 and left stick side to side allows me to do this. So you notice the throat of the harvester stays the same. So that will always stay level with the ground. So if my ground angle's like this, I don't want my header swinging as well. So the cab moves, but the throat stays the same, or at least the header attachment. So I can adjust that. So as I'm going along a slope, especially if we're doing it a lot, if I then turn around the other end of the field, I can swing it back the other way. Or if you just want to drive along like that all day, you can. It's up to you. But you're probably going to be feeling pretty ill by the end of it. So yeah, so we've got a levelling adjustment for hillsides and slopes. It's not self-levelling, you have to manually do it, but it's still a pretty cool feature. I like that. And the fact that swings around where the header is, yeah. Oh, didn't show you inside, did I? There you go. Here it is, inside. Nice, neat and tidy, lovely job. Nice set of mods. Let's see if I can get it right this time. That was the John Deere Hillco S600 series. And that's it for the mods for Tuesday the 1st of July. The updates for Tuesday 1st. First, we've got the John Deere E.T.A 2009-2011 series by JHHG Modding, the custom fence cow barn by Lancey Boy, and the Corona Big X 1180 pack by Mirko GT. I hope you found all this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.